Let's start the fifth video in Civics, Chapter 4, Working of Institutions. Topic is Parliament. Okay, we are going to take one by one institutions, children. Okay, coming to the Parliament. Meaning of Parliament, starting with the meaning of Parliament. Okay, Parliament, and this topic a general idea is given, children. Okay, all the countries' cases that is mentioned in the book, children. So in any country, the Parliament means it's a national assembly of elected representatives. Okay, Parliament is the national assembly of elected representatives in a country. Okay, yeah, we know in India all the elected representatives, member of parliament, MPs, okay, MPs can attend the assembly. Okay, so meaning of parliament, meaning is a national assembly of elected representatives we can call as parliament. And coming to the power, children, they exercise supreme political authority on behalf of the people. Okay, now they are our representatives. MPs are our representatives. So their powers, children, they exercise supreme political authority on behalf of the people, because the people, we through election, we are electing this member of parliament. Okay, MPs are elected by the people. That is why they have the supreme political authority on behalf of the people. And at the state level, coming to the state level, children, these elected representatives we can call it as legislature. Okay, at the state level, MLAs, we are electing representatives are member of legislative assembly. Okay, that's about the meaning, children. Parliament, in any country, parliament is the assembly of, a national assembly of elected representatives. And why they have the supreme political authority? Because the people, we are the people, we are electing them. Okay, so on people's behalf, okay, they exercise supreme political authority. Then move on to the next topic, children, powers of parliament. Okay, coming to the powers of parliament, children. Yeah. Parliament is the final authority for making laws. Okay, we know in India or in any country, parliament make laws, final authority for making laws. Okay, and which type of which decisions they can take? They can make new laws, can change the existing laws, can abolish the existing laws and make new ones. Okay, we know new laws they can frame. Okay, and in the constitution some updated laws may be there. So in parliament they can abolish that updated laws. And also with new departments are coming, children, day by day new departments are coming, new inventions are coming. Okay, so we need laws related to the new inventions. Okay, so parliament makes laws and it's the final authority for making laws in a country, in India or any other country. Okay, the first power of parliament. Move on to the second power, children. The second power of parliament, yeah, the parliament all over the world exercise some control over those who run the government. Okay, parliament exercise some control over those who run the government. Okay, in India, and that control is direct and full. Okay, in India, the parliament's control over our country is direct and full. And those who run the government can take decisions only with the support of the parliament. Okay, that means one party may be ruling. Okay, one political party may be ruling, but they can take decisions only with the support of the parliament. That means support of the other members in the parliament. Okay, other members, other representatives in the parliament. Okay, so what is the second function of parliament? Parliament all over the world, it's not the case of India, children, all over the world exercise some control over those who run the government. Coming to that, children, in India the control of parliament is direct and full. Okay, that means the ruling party, the ruling political party needs to take a decision. Okay, suppose they are planning to take a decision on any matter, they need the support of the parliament. They need the support of the parliament means they need the support of the other members in the parliament. Then only they can take decision. Okay, move on to the third power of parliament, children. The third power of parliament. Parliament controls the money matters. Parliament control all the money matters. Okay, I told you in the last video, children, government collects taxes from the people. Okay, it's a source of revenue to the government. One source of revenue is tax. Another source is, children, the public sector undertakings. You know, best example is railway. Okay, the profit from the public sector undertakings. Okay, yeah. So, control all the money matters. Parliament control decides. You may have seen the finance minister is presenting the budget in the parliament. Okay, allotting money to different departments. Okay, so with the parliament sanction only, government can spend money on public matters or public expenditure. And the public money can spend only with the parliament when the parliament sanctions it. Okay, parliament needs to sanction the amount. Okay, with the either in the budget or in the form of money bill. Okay, yeah. Then it needs the approval of the parliament. Then only government can spend. Yeah. Now move on to the next function of or next power of parliament. The last power of parliament, children, is the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues. Okay, it's the highest forum. Any matter can be discussed. Okay, and a national policy can be framed in the parliament. That means the representatives, okay, the national council or national body of elected representatives, they can discuss. Okay, the parliament can discuss and debate on any public issues and frame a national policy, can seek information about any matter. Okay, any matter, any problems, okay, or any issues in any area of the country, parliament can ask information on any matter inside the country. Okay, so let's recall what we have discussed, children. In the fifth video, we just started with the parliament. Okay, meaning of parliament. Okay, so in any country, children, not only in India, in any country, the parliament means an assembly of, a national assembly of elected representatives. Okay, we know it's a building, children, parliament, okay, it's a building, but keep in mind, we call parliament as the council of, okay, or the assembly of elected representatives. Okay, the MPs, if we take the case of India, the member of parliament. So, all the members of the parliament, elected members of the parliament, we can call as okay, elected members, MPs, we can include it under parliament. Then, they exercise, this parliamentarians, they exercise supreme political authority on behalf of the people. And coming to the state level, we call it as legislature or legislative assembly. Then we saw the powers of parliament. Coming to the powers, children, the first power or the major power of the parliament is is the final authority for making laws. Okay, final authority for framing laws for the country. Parliament can frame new laws, can change the existing ones, can abolish the updated ones, and can make new ones. Okay, no, we know every day new inventions are coming, new departments are adding up. Okay, so government need to frame new laws also. First function of parliament is the final authority for making laws. Move on to the second function. Parliament all over the world exercise some control over those who run the government. Okay, and in India that control is direct and full. That means, children, those who run the government can take decision only with the support of the parliament. Okay, that means the ruling party can take decision only with the support of the parliament, other parliamentarians. Yeah. Now move on to the next power of parliament, children. Yeah, it controls all the money matters. Okay, government gets revenue from different sources, taxes, profit from public sector undertakings, but parliaments need to sanction, then only government can use the amount, children. Okay, parliament controls all the money matters. Then comes the last function or last power of parliament. It's the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues, and it can frame a national policy also. Okay, and other power of parliament is it can ask information about any matter. Okay, one parliamentarian or one member of parliament can inform the parliament. Okay, one issue is there in a particular state. Okay, so parliament can ask or seek information about any matter, and it's the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues. We'll continue in the next video.